Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares a story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or on Instagram at justkeepswimming_podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your friend, your boy, your host, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we back at it again with another great episode for you. And you already know who's with me. It's the man, the myth, the legend. It's Mr. 1-3, dropping hot beats for the city as always. So please make sure you guys keep up with his latest projects. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I kind of want to talk about a kind of an interesting concept, and today's concept is going to be laughing at yourself. So recently, you guys know I tore my Achilles, been hobbling around pretty much, just trying to do what I can do, trying to keep my emotions in a good mood, because every now and then I'll look down on my leg when it's in a boot and I'll just get kind of depressed, because it's like, man, I can't walk, I can't jump, I can barely go up and down the stairs, I can barely drive. It's so many things that this issue has caused, but it's like I can be mad and sad in it, or I can just learn to laugh at myself for the situation I'm in, So what I kind of do is every time somebody asks me what happens, I kind of make the story a little more extravagant than it has to be, like, yes, it was just a game of pickleball, but I make it seem like, the game was tied, we were in sudden death, and then I was going for this amazing shot, and then out of nowhere it happened, and stuff like that. It's whatever I can do to try to make it a little funnier, a little more lighthearted, because if I keep it so heavy-hearted, all it's going to do is bring me down and bring me into this negative spiral, and when I get in my negative spiral, it's not fun at all. So we want to just learn to laugh at ourselves. So what's the benefit of laughing on yourself? So with the help of ChatGPT, I came up with some talking points. So the first one is it breaks the emotional spiral. Laughing at yourself creates mental pause that interrupts negative self-talk and helps shift your perspective, even if it's just for a moment. And I think that right there is like really magical, because prime example, what I do recently is when I go outside, I wear my hoodie that says "Don't Skip Leg Day" from Big Muscle Gang. Shout out to him and his company. But I wear the hoodie that says "Don't Skip Leg Day," and I have a boot on my leg, and it's kind of funny when people see it, because they just laugh. They're like, "Don't skip leg day, like you skipped it, huh?" And I just laugh. I'm like, yep, I did. I'm just being a good example for you guys. Let me be the sense of irony that you need to know that you don't need to skip leg day. You see a man in a boot and a sign saying "Don't skip leg day," you guys don't need to skip leg day, And it just makes the whole conversation, a whole interaction a little lighter, and it just makes me just laugh at myself a little bit, to be like, yes, you hurt your leg, but now you're a walking billboard for other people as a reminder to take care of themselves, or you're gonna be like me in this boot. So don't skip leg day, But like I said, it just makes the moment so much easier. The next tip they have, it says it builds resilience and self-compassion. When you can laugh at your own mistakes or rough moments, you're showing yourself grace instead of judgment, which strengthens your emotional resilience. And I think that right there is good as well, because when you laugh at yourself, you just take away that negative feeling for that one moment and you fill it in with joy. And like you said, you give yourself grace, you give yourself the understanding that you're in the situation you're in, and you stop beating yourself up for it and just accept where you are. So like when I host trivia recently, instead of me saying I'm about to walk around the bar and take pictures, I literally say I'm gonna hobble around the bar and take some pictures. And usually when I say that, the crowd giggles a little bit because they all see that I'm in a boot, and I say I'm about to hobble around, not walk around but hobble. And it kind of just lightens the load and kind of lets them know that, okay, he's not as depressed as we thought he is in the boot. He's still enjoying himself, he's still laughing at himself. And it makes me feel the same way on the inside. I'm still laughing at myself, I'm still joking about the situation I'm in, and it lets me know it's not a permanent situation. It's just something that's here for the moment, and it will pass too. And that statement actually leads right to the last part. It reminds you the moment isn't permanent. Humor puts distance between you and the problem, helping you remember your feelings will pass, and this doesn't define you, who you are. And that right there is something that I need to really accept right now, because I'm hesitant to go back to my school sites, because I know I can't really do field trips now or can't move around the school like I used to. I know I'm gonna be a lot more hindered, but at the same time, me showing up still to help out them students is going to show the students that I'm truly here for you guys. I'm not just here for the paycheck, or I'm not just here for whatever the case may be. Like, I'm injured, I can barely walk, but I'm still gonna hobble my way all the way to this classroom and call you out of class and help you guys out with whatever you need. And if anything, let me be an example that your body can break on you, and you need to learn to get your mind strong so you can keep going on wherever path you're going on. So it really just helps separate that self, and just helps you understand that this isn't a permanent thing. This is something that will pass. So let me laugh at myself for the moment I'm in. Let me do the best I can with the situation I have, and let me just keep going forward no matter what, knowing that this too shall pass. This is not permanent. This right here is just a small hump in the road that I need to get over, and I'm gonna continue to push through it. So with all that being said, I kind of want you guys to sit back and reflect on your own downsides or your own misfortunes, and just laugh at them the best way you can. Whether it's something stupid like, oh my gosh, I put too much salt in the eggs and now the eggs are all salty. Like, you can be mad, beat yourself up, throw the eggs across the room, or you can just laugh and be like, I messed that up, let me add some hot sauce to it to try to take away this flavor so I can still eat this food, and call it your special salty egg recipe, or whatever you got to do to try to laugh at it and make it a little less light, a little less heavier than it has to be. Because when we beat ourselves up, it's hard to get out that hole. It's hard to dig ourselves up. People will try to pull us up, but a lot of times we want to just sit down in that hole and just, let the rain fall on us and just cover it in mud and just bury ourselves, But it's like, we have to really learn to just laugh at ourselves where we are, laugh at the situation. Yeah, it may have hurt at the time, but once it passed, we can look at it as a laugh, and we can keep going forward knowing that everything's going to be okay, So I hope that message resonated with some of you guys today. I hope it helped you guys out. If anything, like I said, just laugh at yourself, have fun with yourself, make yourself smile, and I promise you it's going to make this way of the world so much lighter for yourself. So with all that being said, we hope you guys have a great day, a marvelous afternoon, a splendid evening, and remember to just keep swimming.